say you go to, this is where you use the phrase, like let's say you go to Paris, France, you know, you're looking at the arch, whatever. And you meet a guy, you're like, hey, where are you from, buddy? The guy goes, I'm from Columbus. You go, God damn, I'm from Columbus too. Small world. You say that, but that almost never happens. Usually, you're there, you go, hey, where are you from? I'm from Columbus. What about you? I'm from Paris, France. Well, it's a big fucking world. Man. Almost none of us know each other or nothing. Well, this is my contention. It's a very large world. You know, when you're playing, I realize this is you're irrational. This is what I heard myself today say. You know when you hear yourself say something, you go, what the fuck did I say that? So I went past the roulette table, and I put $100 on black. And it spun around, and it landed on red, and then I say, real loud, I go, fuck, I almost picked that! And then everybody understood at the table. That was the other weird thing. Like, oh, you can't overthink it. You know anything about the game of roulette? Took an airplane. I'm sniffling a lot. I apologize. I get paranoid when I sniffle because I think maybe you guys will think I'm on cocaine or something.
Yeah!
Also, I am on cocaine. That makes me paranoid as well. I'm being on cocaine. And you guys think I'm on I'll have enough for myself. I can't change my delivery. I'm so fucking afraid of a Chinese fucking hell food where you die. God damn, they're always having something. But then nothing ever happens, so I guess it's alright. That's the good part about it. Nothing ever happens. I was afraid of the airplane flying. I get afraid of the airplane, but the airplanes, really big airplanes, jets never really, do much. Here's what I do when I get an airplane. I always pick the exit row, and I give you this tip. I always try to get the exit row, because you get about an extra foot of leg room. And all you have to do to get the exit row is to lie. Because a stewardess will come up. Flight attendant! New words, all right, folks? Okay, I come from a different time. Usually people from the future say that, but I'm not saying it from the past. I come from a different time. When I was young, if you were a lady and you were a flight attendant, then we'd call you a stewardess. And if you were a man and you were a flight attendant, we would call you a... It doesn't matter. I'm outraged, I tell you. Words, I'll tell you something. When I was a little boy, I remember one time I went to my dad, and I said, Dad, I think that I'm a little girl. And he said, wait a minute, I thought you had a cock. I only say that to show you how hateful we were back then. My father was old when he had it. Here's the thing. There's nuances to people. People are not only evil or good, Like my father, for instance, he had me when he was old. He was in World War War II. He fought Hitler, you know? I mean, he had help. But he could beat the fuck out of him. He was a big strapping man. History didn't go that way, or I'd be very wealthy, I feel. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that people are not just one thing. You know what I mean? So my father had his good side, which was that fist fight with Hitler I sounded like. But he also had his evil side, which was his crazy theory that having a cock had something to do with being a little boy. Nowadays, we can't even fathom that type of thinking. But airplanes. Was that all you have to do is lie. The lady comes, flight attendant comes, and she says, listen, would, in case, you know, there's a big crash, and there's a fireball, and, you know, black, white smoke comes rushing towards you, would you mind letting everybody else out first? Like this? And then she goes, you have to answer, you know, vocally, you have to say it verbally, because somehow it's binding then, you know. As if you're going to crash. Why can't I get the fuck out of that? Fuck, I said that. Now after you, Of course, in real life, I'd be out for the fucking plan. But you know, when the lady tells, you know, I always just lie. You know, she goes, would you? I go, yes. Sometimes I say it too quick. I go, yes, I was going to ask you that. It's funny you asked me to do that. I was going to ask you that. Well worth it for the extra 6 inches of length. Anyway, some of them I don't even know what they mean. Like that, when they talk about, they go, if the thing comes down with the oxygen, make sure to put it on your own face before you put it on your little child. And I'm like, that's my fucking plan. You have to blab it. That kid's nice, but he was never been on the TV, right? I didn't get enough out of being on TV, I'll tell you that. Like my kid, like, you know, this lady that gets her kid in Harvard, I didn't know how you do that. I was as famous as whoever the fuck you was. I took my kid, he was a retard, I put him in a retard. Which is also cost a fortune. What you do as a celebrity, like Trump said, you grab a woman by the pussy and she's all right with it. Not in my experience. I've never tried it. I don't even know how you could do that, like physiognomically, you know what I mean? It's inverted. There was a guy I could grab his delicious cock.
Yeah. Juicy, plump, delicious cock.
But this was me with ladies. I would go, hey, you want to let me lie down on top of you? And then the lady would go, no. I thought we eat our dinner. I go, So then I eat your dinner, and afterwards I go, hey, what about that laying down on top of you thing? I go, no. And sometimes after 200-300 dinners, you know. Also, I should get more ladies too, because I don't have no weird things. I think ladies must fucking, you know, run into that all the time. You know, where the guy suddenly wants to jizz on her foot or something like that. Like I got nothing weird. I just lay on top of him. I retired fucking years ago. When I did, it was the least degrading woman. Like, I would take the woman and I'd go, okay, let's go into my bedroom, which was completely dark and then we go to our, neutral corners and disrobe.
Disrobe.
I had a big giant bed with about 6 quilts on it. We'd get in there, and then I'd find her like on top of her. And then, 5 or 10 minutes would pass, and then that'd be over, and then we'd never mention it again. Seems like a gentlemanly thing to do. I wrote jokes, because I thought I was going to do them, and now I look at them and they're all shit.
Tell jokes!
Now here's one. I don't even stupid going into this. But it says big fluffy dog. Now, I actually remember thinking up this joke because I was at a dog park with my dog, and there was a big fluffy dog came over, and then my dog, the big fluffy dog, did something, and it was really funny and also completely universal. Anyway. Yeah, like a retard, I write down. I shouldn't say retard, but whatever. One time, this person wrote a fucking article on me, like hating my show, how much she hated my fucking show. That was it. This was a slow news week. Top story that week was how I sucked. Anyway, the lady said, Norm said retard, proving how stupid he is. And then I thought, hey, what about calling me stupid? Well, that's not nice to the stupid people. Like, they're stupid. And everything's context. That's what they say is true. Because here's the odd thing. When she got mad at me for saying retard, she didn't put it in context. I'm going to tell you the context. I'm going to tell you what I said. And this is what I said. I love retards. Because I do. I always have. Like, one of my first friends.
Always have.
And the reason I love them so much is they're happy. You know what I mean? And you ever see retards? You see happy. It's not easy being happy. You ever try that? Once in a while you are, but like I'm happy when I wake up in the morning. Like I'll wake up and go, oh, god damn, I'm glad I bought that Tempur-Pedic pillow. Or whatever. I'm thinking of getting that mine pillow. I like that fella. Things like that will go through my mind. But then, suddenly the light would come in from under, and then also like my life. I'd be like, life. And then be sad. Like, you ever go the first thing in the morning when you look at yourself in the mirror? And I'm not talking about physically, but you look right into your own eyes and you're like, ah! How did I become this guy? The point is, at that time in my life, I would like to have my friend, a retard, there. And he could go like, I like bananas. Never looked at it that way. They're yellow. Look at my yellow. How about we go buy us a yellow banana? Yeah. So anyways, that's what they got mad at me for. But it's only because I envy what they pity. Like, if there was a fucking, I'm not kidding you, if there was a juice, like some retard fucking made you a retard, I'd be first in line. But people pity them, you know, they go, look at them all laughing over there, it's a damn shame. They don't understand the horrors of life. That's the sad part is there's no cure. You know they'll probably die happy? Sadly. Oh man, so I hope I didn't get that flu on the airplane. I try to be as careful as I can on the airplane, you know. I don't fly. Here's the thing, if you crash an airplane, you know, it's over. I don't even know why they give you those little, like, they go, hey, in case we fly over the ocean, and the jet, crashes into the ocean at 800 miles an hour. Don't worry about it, nothing on account of your seat cushion is a boat. God damn, why'd I ever buy that boat? Could have had a fleet of seat cushions. Put out a lot of money for that fucker. Is something happening with the light, or am I having a flashback? Sometimes I have, I don't do drugs anymore, or drink, so you guys probably go, oh, you're better than me, whatever. But there's other drugs, people don't think of, like cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes, that's a drug. Nicotine, that's not a drug. It is, it's a drug, right? Look it up in the Wikipedia. or this has caffeine in it. You go, caffeine's not a drug. Yeah, well, guess what? It is somewhat.
Yeah.
So I'm not so much better than you after all. And LSD, I take LSD.
Yeah!
That's not a drug. I go, you guys retarded. No question, LSD is a drug. I do about 20, 30 hits of LSD before a show.
Yeah!
I get them relaxed. They made me go to one of these psychiatrists, You ever see these people? Oh my God. Talk about a broken record. The guy's like, you have to stop taking 30 hits of LSD before every show. Like, God damn, is that all you ever fucking say? And I like how this guy is the expert on hallucinogens. I'm taking 30 hits a day. This guy, you should see him. He's a fucking 14-foot blue dog. He's read all these books on that. The point is flying in an airplane. And not being able to survive it. The only time you ever survive in an airplane, this is one of the reasons I believe in God, one of the many reasons, but the only time you'll survive in an airplane is if you crash into the Andes, into a mountain. Because God, he likes to joke as much as the next guy, so he goes, see, fuck, I'm just gonna fucking not kill them. Immediately, first I'll let them, stay on the fucking Andes for 30, 40 days and have to wrestle with a fucking ethical problem. Cannibalism. I'm talking about cannibalism. John McGinnis, if you know anything about me, you know that. There's so much work. God damn, I do a lot of work on that anti-cannibalism shit. I gotta slow down. See, here's the problem. The people, they wait too long. See, they wait till 30, 40 days into their being abandoned in the Andes before they finally decided to eat the co-pilot. And by that time, they're maddened by hunger. You know, they're just working. You know, co-pilot all over their shirt. All I'm saying is it's not a good way to eat. I've been studying nutrition lately. Any nutritionist worth his or her weight will tell you you're gorge. No, there's another word. You're supposed to graze. You're supposed to have like a small portion of like co-pilot in the morning, you know, and then in the early afternoon you have a small portion of co-pilot. That way you don't gorge. But they don't think of it that way because they've waited too long. You see, they're maddened by the hunger, like I was saying earlier, but maybe you weren't listening. But I'm not me. I'm ready. I'm prepared for every. I'll tell you something. I'm an old man, and I can tell you young people, you got to be ready for every eventuality that life's going to throw at you, because it's going to throw some weird ones at you. You know. Like, anytime I get on an airplane, like I was on an airplane from Vegas here, and we had a little turbulence, and I was like, I'm eating that fucker in 14E. That fucker. I was like, come on, let's Well, it's another big election, you know. I'm seeing all these books, you know, about Trump, like how he won the election, because first they thought it was a fluke, and now they go, oh, that's retarded, you know. So they're trying to figure out, like, how Trump won and everything. And I have my own little theory of how he won. I don't know. I'm a simple guy, so it's probably a simple theory. But I feel that Donald Trump won. He became the president because he was the only guy running for president. I know there was a lady. Perfect time to be decided to be stylish. Because Hillary Clinton, I think she even knows. She has a book, and you read the book. You don't even have to. I've never read the book. I believe you can read a book by its cover. And this is what the cover was. And the cover of her book was only 5 words. It was everything you needed to know. It was called "What Happened." Hillary Rodham Clinton. More self-aware than. No, I think that's what. Save your applause, because you'll after this next one. I think the American people said, "Hillary, we hate you so much. We hate your guts. We couldn't hate you more. As a matter of fact, we hate you so much. This is what we're going to do. We're going to vote for somebody we hate more than you. What do you think?" God damn. I can't get over it, man, being old. I just can't get used to it. I used to be young. You're young, you never think you're going to be old. And when you're old, you go, oh, I'm going to be dead next. But I waste all that time being young. But I'm at an age where, maybe 5 times a day, I will check the status of my left arm. You ever do that? That's me very old. This is all I know about medicine. Some heart attack. The problem is you can't phone 911. You're like, my arm feels, well, okay, I'll hang up. You got to actually have the massive heart attack and then try to phone them. I was thinking about this. A doctor cannot really give you good news. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I went to the doctor, and afterwards I realized, like a doctor, you'll never go to a doctor, and they'll go, okay, Elizabeth, we were looking at your, I put a lady up there. I say, okay, Elizabeth, listen, we looked at your blood panel and all that, and good news, you're immortal. You don't have to come back no more. So all they can do is they go, hey, Elizabeth, your blood panel came back, it's perfect. Nothing wrong at all. I'd just like you to come back once a year, every year, and then one day. Not going to go well. I'm crying, you know. If I say, why don't we bring your husband in? That'll be a clue right away. Probably say something like that. I don't like fucking general doctor. I like like your foot hurts, you know what I mean? You go, God damn, I gotta go to a foot doctor. But you can't. You can't just show up and go, hey, I'm here, foot doctor. You gotta go to a regular doctor. And then the regular doctor goes, you gotta go to a foot doctor. Just pay Agnes $80 on the way out. You want me to take your blood pressure? You're like, fuck no, fuck that shit. I stopped having my blood pressure taken because I've had to take it maybe 4,000 times. You know, it's 140/80. He goes, that good? Listen here. I'm going to hit your knee with a hammer. What do you think of that? How are we not past that? Cartoons back in the 50s. Just accept that. We accept that. The doctor hits your knee with a hammer, and you're like, ah, my knee! And then he's like, excellent, excellent. Exactly how you're supposed to react. And then you by a hammer. Good for you. You're not paralyzed. Your leg's not paralyzed. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready, you know, ready to go. I paint my hair, but I keep my beard nice and white. Because I don't want to me, it's God's way of telling you, you know, he makes your fucking hair white. That's a little hint to get your affairs in order. I don't want to be surprised or anything. God goes, God damn, I thought I looked good. So I'm trying to get everything in order. I actually did a will, which is so weird. And I got everybody, you know how like everybody at the funerals, oh, they're so sad, they're crying all the time. I make my will out so that everybody be sad, crying, just the same way everybody is. Because my friend was like, you should have a big party. And I was like, no, fuck that shit, I'm dead. Like, I want everyone to be sad, only talk about me. Like if one person in my life like couldn't go on any longer because I was dead, I'd feel I made some kind of contribution. Just leaped out the window or something. I go, God damn, I must have been somebody. No, I have it all figured out. They said, one guy said, you gotta get Epitaph, you know, it's the thing you put on your gravestone. And they said, you know, they say, you want to make it funny on account of you're a comedian? And I was like, yeah, try to think of funny shit. But then I was like, nah, I don't want that. On account of people will come and be sad, and then, you know, next time they come, they go, ah, it's the same fucking joke. They don't come no more, and then they stop coming. So, anyways, what I'm going to have is a big neon light, and it will flash until I run out of money in my estate. will flash for all eternity, and it will just say 3 words. It will say, "Be sad now." Be sad now. You have to trust people, you know. Now, I have one thing I have that I think maybe you guys should, if you want to put this in your will, is a good idea. Because I have a circle of friends, you know, that are close to me. So I have it so that all the other people come and see me because everybody likes seeing a fucking dead guy. I understand that. But then at the end, I just want my closest friends to surround me and to try to bring me back to life. Because every funeral I'm at, that's what I think. I go, this fucker looks like he might be alive. And I shake him, and they go, no. So in my will, I say, shake the fuck out of him. Whatever it takes. You know, hit him on the chest like this. Yeah, it hurts. I also had my living will then. I don't know if you ever heard of this, but what a fucking nightmare that is. That's for if you can't, if you're not in a state, like you go into some sort of a coma, and they plug you into the wall. I hate to say it that baldly, but, you know, just statistically, like tonight, like probably 4 of you will be plugged into the wall at some point in your life. I'm not going to point you out, I don't think that'd be fair. You ever do that though? You're in a big crowd, you're like, I wonder which one of them fuck kids. So if anybody just had shifty eyes right now, that fella is But anyways, I'm just saying, one time your doctor might go, listen, bad news, we're plugging you into the wall. You're like, and so, most of the living will, all it has to do with is the plug. And mine's very simple. It's just basically keep your hands off the plug. And here's the thing, if you don't make out a living will, your family decides for you, and I wonder what they're going to decide. Who knows? Maybe then they always decide, I don't know. I know at first they don't, you know, they wait, you know, because, you know, somebody in a coma, kind of fun, you know. Fun, you know, family. You bring in your friends, you go, look at that fucking I remember that made a cherry pie one time. What you're looking at right there. Had dreams and hopes and everything. I'm not kidding you. But anyways, the novelty wears out of everything. And then you find yourself all of us at a hospital, you don't want to be there, you know. And I know, like, you know, and I know it would be my brother too, you know, who would finally go, hey Doc, you remember that one time you were asked if Norm ever said if you want to do anything in case you got a plug? I just remember something. I don't know if this counts. But one time we were having dinner and Norm looks at me and says, hey, if they ever put me into the plug in the wall, then you go ahead and kill me. When I made out my living will, my mother goes, oh, you don't want to be a burden. I'm like, oh, sorry. I don't want you to miss your fucking game of bridge. So you can the back of my hand. I know where I am. Oh. I don't only have one plug. I have a big Byzantine kind of fucking bunch of surge protectors, plugs going going into other plugs. Because I don't want one of those fucking janitors with a wide room. My brother's slipping on a 10 in the fucking hallway. Wicked ways. Anyways, let's not get morbid, you know? I blame myself partially, but... So, yeah, the big election, who knows? It's funny now because they're doing now. See, I don't know anything, so it's a bad year for me. Because people always think you got opinions. Everybody has opinions lately. Ever notice that? Like, when I was a kid, I come from a different time. A time, when I was a boy, people would have maybe, I think, 6 opinions. Sometimes you meet a guy with 8 opinions. Or, God damn, that guy's opinion. And most of them were about food, let's face it. Here we go. Like, what? Blueberry? Now, you have to have opinions on everything. Especially if you're a comedian. For some reason, I don't know why, but there came this idea that comedians were smart. Not the ones I've met, I'll tell you that. And I even read one time, I read a thing that said, comedians are modern day philosophers. Now, first of all, I thought, how do you think the actual modern day philosophers feel? They're working hard on their fucking philosophy stuff. God damn, who's Bill Maher? Famous atheist Bill Maher. He told me I was an idiot because I didn't believe in God. And I'm not, listen, maybe I'm not strong enough to be an atheist. I'm not one of these guys that push, listen, anyone can go, there's a million different ways to get to heaven, you know what I mean? As long as you're, a good person and you treat people well, and you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about that. But I don't know. I may not be smart enough to be an atheist, or maybe not strong enough. I don't know. But I will tell you this. If I was an atheist, if I thought nothing meant anything, I don't even know what I'd do in life. I think I'd just wake up, lie in my chair, watch First Take, eat some cat chocolate. But I'll tell you what I would not do. This is the only thing I don't think atheists should do, is try to convince other people to be atheists. I don't know. That seems wrong. Even if it's not a sin, because I know you don't believe in sin, if you're an atheist, still, it feels not right, to go, excuse me, you with the glint of hope in your eye. You get old and sick and die and they throw dirt on you, all right. What do you think of that? Do you want to come over to my house and talk about it all the time? That's all we ever do. We have a podcast. I was actually reading about Jesus Christ. Now, he is deemed to be a historical figure, although I don't know why that matters. Like, it's just his divinity. But they have said that, and they found out, this is interesting, I didn't realize this. Jesus Christ is a historical figure, but did you know this? They've just recently found out that not only is he a historical figure, but also Jesus H. Christ. Which I did not know. Just more strolls down his Dead Sea. The whole gospel about this character. It's sad, man. It's sad. Because he lived in Bethlehem. He lived only a couple blocks from Jesus Christ. That's why I had to use the H. And all the big fathers, they go, "Could we touch you the hem of your garment, master?" He's like, "No, what? You want the cabinet maker now? God damn it. H. Please look at, touch that, don't touch the hem. Stop touching the hem of my garment." I should have gone with a herald. Jesus. And then the end of it, it's all these lepers. Chase him up a hill. Jesus H. Christ. He's like, "No, no." They're all touching the hem of his garment and everything. And then he gets leprosy anyway. And then he curses Jesus' name, and then he goes to hell and gets raped by the devil. Whatever. My friend was like, "I believe in Jesus, but I don't think he was like God or anything." I'm like, "What? The fuck you believe in that? What church is that?" Go, "Jesus was just an ordinary guy." That would be your fucking God. What do they call them? Sermons. Jesus was just an ordinary guy. One time he went in front of a horde of people, and behold, they were hungry, and behold, they were thirsty. But Jesus had only 6 fish and 6 glasses of wine, and he said, "Sorry, there's only enough for you." Because he was just an ordinary guy. One time, Jesus went to the temples where the Sadducees and Pharisees lay and waited like vipers, and there was a party. And during the party, Jesus called Peter over and said, "Peter, upon you shall the rock be found, and you shall be known as the rock." And Peter said unto Jesus, "Sorry, what was that, man? I wasn't listening." Jesus said, "No, forget it. Don't worry about it." And yet, Jesus went into the corner and sulked all night, wouldn't talk to anybody, not even the chick. So Jesus was an ordinary guy. Whatever. It's all senseless. It's nonsense, I tell you. All I'll say to you is this: that a lot of people think Christians are, want to shove names with them. They think they're better than everybody else. But the truth is, really, true Christians know they're nothing. They're worthless. They can't stop sinning. Like, I try to be a good Christian, and yet I always find myself like I'm eating an apple. I go, "Jeez, what am I doing?" The worst possible fucking thing. At age like 1. And then Adam finds that must have been a fun moment, huh? Your wife eating a fucking apple. Like, "Hey, Eve, I was just wandering around the garden. We've been here 2 days now. Why are you eating an apple?" "Well, the snake told me." "Oh, I understand that." "You still love me, right, honey?" "Oh, yeah." You gotta say, "Look, she's the only pussy in the world."
I don't care much for that Eve.
You know my back finger today? It's funny, some of the commandments are much easier. If you notice this, to like follow and others, like, "Thou shalt not kill." How hard is that? But then they have ones like, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's ox." And that one, to me, is not fair, because a lot of people don't have a neighbor that has an ox. But what about me? I got an ox. I got her off of Mexican. It doesn't matter what fucking race it is. I don't even think the Mexican is a race, but My point is I should have got a brand new ox, and I got it from this Mexican. And so I get it. It was cheap. It was all scraggly and everything. It has a limp and shit, right? And so I phoned the next guy. I go, the fucking, it doesn't seem right, this ox. He's going, oh yeah, he has bursitis. I'm like, what? The ox? He's like, yeah, as long as he doesn't pull nothing. I'm like... So anyways, my point is, then I leave my house, right? And then next door to me, my neighbors, his garage is open. What a coincidence. And what is standing there but the most beautiful, like Belgian ox. It's the most lustrous, you know. It's like, would you like to pet my ox? Oh yeah, I got my own. I get plenty, but in my heart, though, coveting like a motherfucker. I can help it, I don't know. I can't help it, covet. That fucking dog. I'm trying to figure out who to, what to do this election, because I can't vote. I'm not American. But some guys, here's the thing. Their ads right now are too tough, because I don't know anything. I don't know. That would be my thing. That's my answer to most things. I don't know. And there's a lot of people like that too, because I'll watch news shows. They'll show like a poll. It'll be a question, right? They'll go, "What do you think? Do you think that the North American free trade thing is good?" And then it will show. At the end, they show a pie chart with the results. And they go, "Ooh." No, it's a pie chart. So we'll say like 45% yes, 45% no, 10% I don't know. People phone in, what's up? And so 10% is a lot of fucking people. So then I go, I don't feel so bad. Like, I don't know, 10%, that's a lot of people, round numbers. This is the greatest country, the best of all possible world. 30, 40 million people. I love those polls. When I see them on TV, I can't help myself. Anytime they answer a question, I phone in. I go, "Excuse me, yes, that question. Is this the TV?" "Yeah. You asked a question." "I don't know." The question. Can you write that down somewhere? I better run up on that pie chart. I'm no sap, I tell you. But I've seen these ads now for people, and it's so, because right now it's early. They're trying to get the people that know. They're not trying to get me. They're trying to get people that know. You know what I mean? But I know some things. I'm not saying I don't know anything. I know like whatever. Yellow is the greatest color. I know that. But everyone knows that. But I'm talking about like serious things. Like they'll say, like a guy will come on. Like I saw a guy will come on and talk. For a lady. A guy will do an ad and he'll go, "Hey, listen. If you want to hear my answer on how to help university students get loans, and also the southern border, the crisis we're having there, and if you want to know how I'm going to balance the budget, why just go to my website?" And I've written a 45-page thing about it, and then I go, "Oh no, I'm not going to do that." Crazy or something? You seem like a nice enough fellow and everything, but I'll tell you, I'm not going to read your thing, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why straight up. Because earlier today, my friend was telling me I only get the one life. I got a got fucking half a box full of fucking Matlock tapes. You can't do everything. But see, none of that matters anyway, because the people that really decide the election are the people that don't know. Because at the end, it's always close. And then they're like, ah, fuck, we forgot about those people that don't know anything. They're still at 10%. 2 days till the election, they haven't fucking figured out anything. And then the ads get a lot easier. You ever notice that? Like, come on, go, hey, do you like, let me ask you this. Do you like yellow? I go, yeah, of course I like yellow. And the guy's like, well, so is this guy. There's the guy. He's got a yellow tie on. And I go, Ruth, get out of here, goddamn, finally, someone's speaking for me. You know how I'm always going on about how cool yellow is and shit? Where's the guy? TV, I'm telling you. Everything's so serious. I'm from Canada. It's the greatest because in Canada you can vote, and no matter who you vote for, nothing changes in the world because nobody fucking gives a fuck about Canada. Sorry to vote for your brother. It doesn't really care. We just hang around in Canada, you know, being protected by you guys. I have so many relatives in Canada that join the army because you can join the army in Canada and they never go to war. And then they retire when they're 40 with a full fucking pension just for pretending to be in the army. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's been great. What I'm trying to do is not go too long because they're going to hate my guts back there. Forever, whatever the fuck his name is. I should name the guy. No, the show did end a little while. What they do is, here's a little inside baseball. They put a light on when the show, like a light goes like that, which means time up, go, leave, whatever. And then if you don't see it, then it goes like that, and then you don't see that, and then 5 minutes later, and then it's a blur, you know. So hostile. You know, it's a blur where it's red, and then not red, and then red. But when it's so fast, it just looks red. I don't know why. Is there any other 2-year-olds in the audience? But anyways, this blur happened, and it made me realize how fleeting happiness is, because I'm happy here looking at you guys. Because, you see, I happen to be lucky enough to have faith, so when I look in your eyes, I see eternal beings. You know what I mean? I don't just see people, I see eternal creatures. So, anyways, what I'm saying is I'm happy. You know when a blur is so fast? like have you ever seen a butterfly? Like its wings, like when it stops to eat some stuff? And its wings is like to me it's a blur in a way, in a lot of ways. Have you ever seen, let me ask you this, have you ever seen like a lady when she's lying down with herself, her index finger? You go, what the fuck? Yeah, with that blur, because you remember yourself 5 minutes earlier going, what do you think of this? What all I'm trying to say is I'm happy now, but it's very fleeting, and so 2 minutes from now I'm going to be over there, And the guy's gonna go, ah, lights, and I'm gonna go, ah, I didn't see no lights. He's gonna go, yeah, you went with blur and shit. I go, I didn't see light. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying. Why do I lie? Well, Seth says you were talking about the light. I don't know who Seth is or what the fucking show he was. Swear on my daughter's life. I'm a daughter. That's another little trick I can give you. Swear on someone's life who's never had one in the first place. I have a happy thing that happened in my life. My friend, I've had the blessing of having the same 4 friends since like grade 3, I guess. Randy was grade 5. But anyways, Randy, Lou, Billy, Jimmy, and me. So anyways, we're all friends, and we all stayed together, even though we didn't have social media or anything like that. We'd always, be in contact with each other. And as life will have it, one of them, Billy, he was always a little like chubby, but he became bigger and bigger, and then he became like these guys on the TV shows, right? Like my 600-pound life. So he's been like that for like a few years. So now he has reached whatever, he's 586 pounds. And he's decided that he's going to save himself. So now he has a psychotherapist visit. One of the 4 of us coming, we're always with him talking, and he has obviously a nutritionist knows. But 586 pounds, and we were all behind him like 100%, except me. I was behind him, but I don't want to bear false witness. Part of me wanted him to gain 14. OCD or something. But we're very happy. Now, here's what he says to me that struck me very odd. He said to me, he goes, hey, listen. He goes, you wouldn't believe it, Norm, looking at me now, but at one point in my life I was 135 pounds. And I said, yes, of course I believe it. I believe you were every weight up to. Anyways, you guys have been wonderful. This has been so fun. Oh, I just had a repressed memory come back to me. Now, embarrassing. Turns out my uncle fucked my ass Could be true, I don't know, but that's the problem with recovered memory, is, you never know it's true anymore. Like, I used to be proud at parties, people would go, hey, Norm, your uncle ever fuck your ass? And I go, no. I'd be proud. Proud of me, proud of my uncle, But now, in all truthfulness, I can't say that. I can only go, maybe? Either he didn't or I forgot. 50-50. That's math. Fucking I'm coming in handy at the end here. It is. He was kind of a jerk,
Yeah.
I don't even know if I believe in those things. I don't know if something that terrible happened to you that it would slip your mind is kind of beyond me. But to me, that's all I would remember. I would repress every other memory. And people go, hey, what about that isosceles triangle? I go, what the fuck is that? You remember from school? No, I don't. Well, you remember the a squared plus b squared equals c squared? That's the guy, famous guy's theory. Pythagoras. All I remember is my uncle's cock. I'll be honest with you. probably not that big. Probably in the back, I'd probably go on this. But anyway, so I don't know. I don't think I believe. I don't believe a lot of psychology stuff. My friend, he's all into psychology, my buddy. All he talks about. So everything I do has some, other meaning. Like I remember one time I was at dinner with him, and I had a glass of milk. It was delicious. I love milk. And he goes, you know why you're drinking that milk, don't you, Norm? And I go, I know it's not because I'm thirsty for milk. I know this guy. So he says, no, that's not it at all. He says, the reason you like that milk is you miss sucking on your mother's breasts. So now it's not like I can guzzle down the milk or anything like that. And you guys, you don't know my mother, but she's 85. My mother lives in the next building, and I live in an apartment, and she lives in the apartment.